mean, is this going to finally be the moment where, they can say that they have all the confidence in the world, but it's pretty clear that he doesn't. And it's pretty clear that anytime there's some kind of national security crisis or emergency, Hegseth is behind it. This guy didn't have a lot of experience coming in. He apparently thought it would be okay because this is in line with President Trump's America First policies. And that's the larger problem, that there is no kind of interagency process that's working well, where President Trump talks with his advisors, they talk it out, they make recommendations, and then the president makes a decision. And so I think a lot of people are doing what they think the president wants to do, or they're doing what they want to do because they know he's not paying attention. And President Trump really needs to get control of his cabinet.
Because the whiplash is wild.
Yeah, and it has national security implications.
Michael, it is. I think Trump obviously took the reins of it after the fact, but the fact that a decision of this magnitude was made and he wasn't even aware of it is stunning.
It is interesting, and I think you could tell there was some frustration in the president's response when Caitlin Collins asked that question. You asked a question about why has the president's posture changed on Russia in general, and I'm willing to bet it's because of a litany of international successes that some probably would have argued months ago they wouldn't have foreseen. You see the facilitation of the DRC and Rwanda conflict coming to some type of an end. The strike against Iran and their lack of a retaliation against the United States, that appears to be moving in the right direction. Hopefully soon we'll have a ceasefire deal between Israel and Hamas, which I would imagine many individuals who have been calling for that, including many on the Democratic side, would probably applaud. And so I think Trump is looking at this, wanting to figure out how can I resolve this conflict. I don't think Putin wants a World War III. You correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think he necessarily wants an end to his regime. And so I think if you give him leeway, he will take it. But I think if we continue to supply Ukraine with munitions defensively, I think if you also put sanctions on Russia economically to constrict economic growth, then I do think you make this a lot more challenging.
I don't think that's going to happen, and I'll tell you why. Because I think the policy is really about how President Trump feels about Putin at any given time. When he's high on Putin, he doesn't support Ukraine. When Putin doesn't do things the way he wants them to, and it looks like Iran was and Israel was and the others were, then he gets mad at Putin. I mean, I don't think he really sees this in a strategic way about, U.S. leadership in Europe. This is about